Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Booked Up, a TV show featuring the adult collection and programs at the Peters Township Library. I'm Diane, the circulation manager.
I am Sydney, program and outreach coordinator for adult services.
And I'm Mary, head cataloger.
Well, can you guys believe that this episode is our 3rd year anniversary of doing the show?
Where's the cake?
Already!
We need some confetti.
We should bring 2 books next time and play Is It Cake with it.
Okay, you set that up for us.
I'll get on that.
Well, I think we're well on our way to having an amazing blooper reel for our 50th anniversary show.
Yeah, for sure.
We probably could have done that 2 years ago, just with
1
the
year.
first. Well, this winter has been cold and dreary, and it's the perfect weather for staying inside with a good book. I hope everyone has started the A to Z challenge and the Bibliophile challenge. We have some fun options for both February and March. We're going to look at a slide with our February challenges. You have 3 options. You only have to pick 2 to complete the challenge. But Love Your Pet Day, which is read a book featuring a real or fictitious pet.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to recommend the Traveling Cat Chronicles. It's really a sweet, charming book about a young man and his cat traveling by van across Japan to visit friends and try to find a new home for Nana, who's the cat. Yeah, and a lot of the story is told from the perspective of the cat, which is why I liked it. Second, read a book by an African-American author. Oh, and there is S.A. Cosby, who was our Novel November author this past November. Mm-hmm. We also have a great display up in our new book area that has lots of options as well.
Because February is African American History Month, right?
Correct. Yes.
5 points to Mary.
Okay.
And our third option is to read a book with love in the title. So your mind probably immediately goes to a romance novel, but you can also find the word love in titles of mysteries, horror books, and nonfiction as well. I found a really interesting book on our shelf called Eat the Ones You Love by Sarah Griffin. It takes place in kind of a dilapidated flower shop at the mall, and in the back room of the shop there's a plant named Baby, and Baby runs the show. Baby's hungry.
Oh, so like
it has a taste for human flesh.
Of horrors in the Monroeville Mall.
Yes. And then we are going to have our options for March. And the 3 options are to read a book by an Irish author.
Oh, we'll have green book covers on those.
Yeah. And also, I mean, some well-known Irish authors are like Sally Rooney, Tana French, Marion Keyes, Roddy Doyle.
I got nothing.
We will, believe me, there will be a display. Second choice is to listen to an audiobook. So that could be a book on CD.
Oh, look, Playaway.
Playaway. And these are just some of our new selections that we got in the last few weeks.
Featuring Anne Marie's hand.
Yeah.
She's a quick one.
She is quick.
Yeah.
Oh, there are some good ones on there. I haven't even seen all those. And I mean, if you don't want to actually listen to a physical CD or Playaway, you can also download an audiobook from
Libby
or Hoopla. And one thing I have discovered with Hoopla is they have a selection of graphic audiobooks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and they're so cool. They're
like
advertised as like a picture in your mind. It's a full cast of characters.
With extra sound effects and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really awesome. So highly recommend. And a fiction or nonfiction book featuring AI.
In the Beanstack app for the Bibliophile Challenge, we have like a link to Goodreads for a lot of these that gives you like a list of books or a place to start if you're not sure. I mean, we usually have a lot of displays at the library, which leads us to our next point. Here's some of our displays that we have this month.
Yes, please stop in. There's no substitute to seeing them in person.
Yeah, upstairs we've got nonfiction, pets, birds, African American voices, wedding planning, hobbies, and then some nonfiction books with love in the title.
Oh, okay. Well, I see some dating ones.
Yeah, and then downstairs we have books with love in the title as well, including the one, Eat the Ones You Love, and then African American authors. Anne Marie, one of our staff members, puts these all together, and she does such a great job.
She does.
Yeah.
She does it. If you have young children, you have to come in and check out our book drops. They're decorated in a different theme pretty much every month, and the kids just love it.
Yeah, the kids really look for it.
Yeah. What kind of programming do you have going on for the
Nothing.
winter? Nothing at all?
No,
okay.
come on.
Okay, we're just going to read.
So with February coming up, it's our third year doing programming to support the Great Backyard Bird Count, which is a citizen science initiative that takes place around the world to have people go out over what is our President's Day weekend, but just that weekend in February, and do kind of bird counts and see what's in your area. So we always have some programs that go with it. We actually just got 2 pairs of binoculars that Mary cataloged.
Yay.
For us at the library, and those were through a grant with the Pennsylvania State Parks Foundation, funded through AARP, to get outdoor equipment out to the public. So you can come to the library, check out a birding guide that Mary will talk about in a little bit, and check out a pair of binoculars. Take it maybe over to Peters Lake, find yourself a nice mallard, Canadian goose, anything like that. Last night we just hosted our bird bingo. We have bird call trivia still coming up, and then another program in February. I think we're actually doing this one on February 14th. Because, you know, nothing says love like a bird feeder. Am I right, guys?
Yes. Oh, it's so cute. It is really, really cute.
And if you are interested in doing the Great Backyard Bird Count, you can do it on an app. There's iBird and then Merlin. Merlin, I like it with my kid because it'll actually like listen to stuff, listen to the birds around you and tell you what it thinks they are. Sometimes it gives you a suggestion and it's like, oh, this bird lives in Australia and it's a rare to see it in your area. It's probably not the bird you're hearing right now. You're probably not that one person that found that one bird that somehow made it to from Australia.
It's just a Yinzer bird with an Aussie accent.
There we go. And then aside from birds, we're now into 2026, which is America's 250. So we do have a few programs that focus on some historical aspects of the founding of the United States of America. So on February 18th, we will have a speaker from the National Spy Museum joining us virtually to talk about James Lafayette, who was a spy for the Patriots in Virginia during the fight for American independence. He worked closely with Marquis de Lafayette and later on took that last name as well because he was enslaved at the time, but he took on important commissions and gathered intelligence from enemy camps. And again, it's presented by a director from the International Spy Museum.
Wow, where's the International Spy Museum located?
New York City.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
And
Cool.
then on March 21st, a Saturday program, some members of the local chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution will be presenting a workshop on how you can find and research your Revolutionary War patriot. And yeah, you can bring your own device. They'll do some like general talk about like different things, and then they'll sit on computers and help people try to find
like
their
an
own
ancestry,
stuff.
like genealogy.
Yeah, which we have some resources you can access from home, some that can only be accessed in the library, and then they'll talk about if you do want to become and like how your patriot registered on this, like their process of verifying it. Yeah,
That's cool.
Speaking of events, it's that time again to remind everybody of how to find events on the event calendar. So we have 2 little videos. The first one is going to show our website and how to navigate it. So from our homepage, you'll click on events, and then down below that is our events calendar. It'll always pull up the current month first. So here we see January because I recorded this in January. As you go through, you can see some things say closed, open, wait list, or they don't have any notes on it, or full. So you can kind of gauge what the stage of the registration is for that. If there is something that you are interested in registering for, you simply click it. It'll give you more details about what room it's in, a further description, and then if you're registering yourself or someone else, you'll type in a first name, just in that typed it wrong there. And then the last name in the next one, some things ask for an age or grade verification. You can add a seat if you want to add someone else to it, which is especially helpful. Like if you are a friend or partner are coming, it'll ask you for an email address, a phone number that we use to communicate if there's any changes to the program and to send you reminders as well. Once you get that in there, it'll also ask, how did you learn about this program, which we like to hear how people found out about stuff. But once you push submit, it'll give you like a little confirmation page, so that way you know that you have definitely registered, and it'll send you an email as well. As you go further into the future, you'll see for the program registration, it says upcoming. That means registration has not opened for that event yet. But if you click on it, you can see when registration does open. We know that a lot of our more limited programs, like our makerspace programs that only allow 6 people in them at a time, they're super duper popular. Yeah. And so a lot of people
need to set an alert on your phone. So
indeed. I mean, there was one, a needle felting one that just opened up for February that closed within like less than a minute. It had filled registration. Wow. But for this bestsellers book club, you can see at the top where it said the date and time it opened.
Now, Sid, if a program is full, does it allow you to go on any kind of a wait list?
Yeah, a lot of our programs we do wait list for because we have people cancel. It'll send like a reminder 2 days before, and then there'll be a link to cancel if someone can't make it. It'll automatically bump people up on the wait list. And sometimes we have programs that fill up and the wait list fills up, and we bump up the wait list because that lets us know who's interested in it. And if we offer it again, we know who to reach out to let those people know. And some of those makerspace and crafty things we have coming up, they do lino cut stamps, which is where you have your block that you're carving out and making your own unique stamps. We just got a glow forge last year, so Sarah has started doing some laser cutter programs. So there's always needle felting. She's got book binding coming up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then Dianne has a yarn art coming up this spring. So this is just made with glue and yarn. This one is more like a landscape, but she's got some other fun ones in there too. Yeah, I'm not sure if I had anything else. Could we scroll down a little bit? Thanks. Oh, wreaths. Oh, and then one more crafty thing. End of March, we are doing a craft swap again. So last year we had over 100-something pounds of fabric that were donated to the library. And so we take donations the whole week, and then on Saturday, people come back and pick out whatever they want, new to them items. We don't do any kind of like one-to-one trade for that. We also have a volunteer fair coming up in March. So if you're an organization looking for volunteers, feel free to reach out to me at the library. And then we also have our author panel, which this year our authors are historical fiction and nonfiction authors.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah. That's what's new.
Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, I guess.
Take us right into spring.
But Mary's got some more fun birds.
Well, since you mentioned bird programs.
Just once.
Birds, 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 you tell me every time I pass your desk. It's like a mantra. Well, this show is going to be shown we're taping the end of January. It's going to be shown in February and in March. But March to me means the birds return. And so I thought I would, as my nonfiction book part, cover that subject. According to the National Audubon Society, 1 in 3 U.S. adults enjoy birding as a hobby, and the money they spend adds billions to the economy. So I'm going to walk past your desk and say, birds billions, birds billions. I recently heard a comedian talk about this. He said that, his parents retired, and when they reached a certain age, all of a sudden they were bird obsessed.
It comes on you quick.
Oh my God, they set up feeders.
I've been immune so far.
They set up feeders, they bought binoculars, I guess, and talked incessantly about their Merlin app on their phones. So good. But the library has always had books about birds, and the collection has only grown here. It's quite robust. I would divide the collection into 3 main areas, and then I added on an extra area just for fun. Most of these can be found in Dewey Decimal number 598.
Ding, ding, ding.
First grouping are bird identification books. Oh, that looks so pretty, Sid.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for doing that. These books represent the major publishers in bird book world. Peterson's been around forever. I remember Peterson when I was a little kid. Sibley's. Also, I've added National Geographic and Smithsonian. National Geographic is known for their terrific photographers and photography. These are all good quality, reliable guidebooks to birds. And the granddaddy of them all is John James Audubon, Birds of America. This book is very special. It's a large, oversized book. It contains prints of his original watercolor paintings. So it's a really special book to check out or to just come into the library and look at if you are a bird aficionado. And then next would be books about bird behavior. These cover that subject, and the scientists studying birds have made great strides in recent years about this subject. There are two here by Jennifer Ackerman, a really good bird book author, one by David Sibley. Also under this subject are birds about bird song, though I don't have one pictured here. The crows books, well, the owl nose and the crows books are breed specific, but crows, you can't mess with them. They have the largest brains in the bird kingdom, and they can recognize human faces, and they don't forget your face, so don't get on the wrong side. Yeah, they can be mean. They can be wonderful toward you, or they can be mean.
I'm gonna go befriend a crow now.
And then moving on to the next grouping, attracting birds. It makes it much easier to do your bird watching if you actually know how to attract them to come to your house. So whether it's feeding them or planting certain plants, these books will tell you how to do this. Most of these are in that $5.98 category, but some of them can be in the gardening section, which is $6.35, and many of them are actually in animal conservation, $6.39, which is nearby there in the stacks. If you're feeding birds, you are helping to conserve them. We also
I put out the hummingbird feeders every darn year, and I never get any
You're
hummingbirds.
not planting the right flowers, Diane. That's the problem. And we also have a few birdhouses and bird feeder books, which you'll find in $6.90, which is a woodworking construction category. And lastly, the category I made up is birds and biography. This is just because we've received so many books about this lately. People are writing about their bird obsessions. The first one, Better Living Through Birding, is by Christian Cooper. He was the man who was arrested in Central Park because he was supposedly stalking a woman here. He was using his phone not to film her, but to film birds. And then the next one, which was really popular last year, is The Backyard Bird Chronicles by Amy Tan, who is a Chinese-American novelist. When she was stuck home during COVID, she got bird obsessed, and she became a bird nerd, and she's also quite the artist because the book contains her drawings, and they're very well done. The Hawk's Way is by Cy Montgomery. She's a prolific animal author. And lastly, I added a history book, 10 Birds That Changed the World. In there, there's a chapter about Darwin's finches. When he was working on his theory of evolution, he studied bird beaks. And there's a chapter in there about the dodo, bird becoming extinct, and about the bald eagle and how we were able to conserve it and became a national symbol. So you could tell by all these that you can definitely become a bird brain at the library.
I wish that we had brought that new book that we got with the recorder in it.
Yes, it's like having the Merlin
neat.
app, but it's in book form. It's quite oversized, though.
And it
it's
has
fun.
beautiful illustrations. You can flip through and find the bird and then type in the number, and it will give you the bird call.
Exactly, but I was disrupting the library today by playing it very loudly out of my office.
That was me last night. It was just like turkey calls and other things coming from the multi-purpose room with the bird bingo.
So now the battery's dead is what you're trying to say?
Mary did forget one more genre of bird book, and that's bird romance. We have a Birding with Benefits.
Birding with Benefits.
It was cute.
Well, have you ever seen The Good Year?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's a movie about three birders who are trying to
Get their
like
bucket
a
list.
competi- Yeah, get their
their
bucket
bucket
list with what Jack Black and Steve Martin and somebody else who's really
Silly
funny.
goose.
But it's really a funny movie, and we do have it in.
Well, there's another
movie
bird movie
collection.
coming out called H is for Hawk, which was a book that came out a few years ago where a woman who is grieving the loss of her father takes up falconry. So that's coming to the theater soon, and we do have that book in the collection as well. So falcons are big.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we have lots going on. I feel like we really spent a lot of time on birds, but.
You can never, not this time of year. Like I said, it's March.
It's the one time a year.
That's true.
But I've been noticing like robins coming back as early as mid-February. So that speaks
I know,
scary
it's so
global
cold.
warming to me. There aren't any insects available for them to eat.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll be back in a few months with another edition of Booked Up. In the meantime, let us help you get booked up with new library programs, clubs, and books. The Peters Township Library is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays from 9 to 4. The library is closed on Sundays and on Monday, February 16th for a staff training day because we need a lot of training. But don't worry, we're always open online at ptlibrary.org. See you at the library.